2015 is slowly coming to a close. Samsung, Apple, LG, HTC, OnePlus, and many other companies have already released their flagships for the holiday season and to close out the year of 2015. But what if we can create a smartphone that is perfect based on all of the flagships that were released from this year, or at least the main flagships that were released this year? The perfect smartphone, the one that you would be comfortable using for the next 2 years on any contract, like with Verizon, AT&T, or other mobile carriers. Before the holiday season gets too busy, I'm going to be telling you guys my perfect smartphone of 2015. Let's get started. To start off, I would like to talk about the body. The body of the device would be the OnePlus 2. Now, before we get going a little bit further, the OnePlus 2 would be too small to house the display, so I would choose the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, the Super AMOLED display, and it would have 3D touch built in, taking some things from Apple there, and it would look really good and it would work fantastically. So it would be a bigger OnePlus 2 body with a Samsung Note 5 Super AMOLED display. Moving on, we would also have HTC's front-facing speakers. So this is a big deal to me because using my Samsung Galaxy S6, speakers are on the bottom, so whenever I am watching a YouTube video, I have to point my hands like this toward me, and it can get really, really frustrating. So HTC's front-facing speakers would solve that problem for me, and it would also work well too. But we'd have to modify the body a bit, and we'd just have to add the speakers to it and maybe slim out the bezel of the display to make the screen work better and the speakers work better as well. Since we are having a front-facing speaker system, we would need to have some sort of security protection, and I like my fingerprint scanner, and this one would be the iPhone fingerprint scanner, and it would be on the back of the device since the front-facing speakers are on the front, and the fingerprint sensor would just make it too crowded. So that would be on the back of the device, kind of like the LG G4 and the Nexus 5X and 6P and V10. Many of the smartphone OEMs have implemented this year, and I think that it would work like a charm. The volume rocker would also be on the back. Being able to use the LG G4 this year, I was very impressed not having to have any side buttons on my phone. It just made it like a lot cooler and felt better in the hand. So having all the buttons on the back with the fingerprint sensor, the volume rockers, and all that stuff, it would just work much better for me, and I really enjoy it. This device would also have NFC. Now, I may have the OnePlus 2's body, but don't be OnePlus and don't implement NFC into your flagship if you are calling it a flagship killer. Everybody was disappointed, including myself, to see that OnePlus didn't even include NFC in a 2016 flagship killer. So I'm going to put NFC in this device, so this way it will be future-proof for my next 2-year contract if this was the phone I'd be getting. It would run Android and iOS. Now, I am mainly an Android person on the smartphone side of things, but I also like iOS, how fast, smooth, and appealing it is. And I also like the customization of Android, so it will run both of them just in case I feel like changing it up a little bit. The camera would have Apple's new photo technology where you can use force touch to hold down on a picture and see the live photo. I'm not exactly sure what that is called, but I think it would look really cool, and it would just be up to date with all the other phones, and it would just work well, and you'd be able to have things, because iPhones are a majority of the market, and it would just work well, and I'd really appreciate having that on my perfect smartphone for 2015. The camera would also shoot 4K, obviously, it would be like a Samsung 4K, Samsung level, or LG V10 level 4K actually. So that would work well as well, and it would be great to be the first YouTube startup phone if you were a beginner in YouTube. This would also have a 2 terabyte micro SD card slot, so this way I can expand storage, because on my S6 you cannot expand any storage on this device and it is disappointing. This would have a micro SD card slot implemented on the side or somewhere, and it would hopefully work and keep me from running out of storage and worrying about it. Next on my list is it would have 4 gigabytes of RAM, just like the OnePlus 2. This way I'm better safe than sorry. I can run multiple apps at the same time and I don't need to worry about it. The texture on the back would be the Nexus 5X and 6P material. It's like a smooth plastic material and it would look really nice and feel really nice. This would have a Snapdragon 808 processor, and it would have Quick Charge 2.0 as it is a Snapdragon processor, so it would work well with that, and an Adreno 418 GPU. And powering all this would be a 3000 milliamp hour battery with hopefully 6 hours of on-screen time. Thank you guys so much for watching this different kind of video that I'm bringing you. It is a little bit early to do this kind of video, but before the holiday season gets too hectic and busy, I felt like implementing this into November's first video of the month. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you did, and like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to comment down below and check out all the links in the description, as they can be very helpful to you. Thank you guys again, and have a fantastic day. Peace.